Oh, that's where we got the stuff.
Woohoo! Marshall, Texas! Welcome to another episode of Clay Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well as watch the video all the way through. Not because I asked you to, because man, I'm going to Home Depot. I gotta get the boys a new slide. I'm Clay Nelson. I'm a general contractor from Western Louisiana, and I like to make videos. I'm hearing this curbside parking thing. You're supposed to like hit a button on your email, and like it's supposed to what the crap. They're supposed to bring your order out here to you, but it said that I was shopping in Fort Worth, Texas, and I don't know how to change it, so I'm just gonna walk in and see if I can get it.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Oh. That thing's tight, man. Is it fast?
Oh yeah, go 220 miles an hour.
Hell yeah. Have a good day, man.
You too, man.
You almost hit your butt on that concrete.
Judy, you like the new slide?
Whoa,
bro. You okay?
Yeah.
Let me help you up.
Yeah.
Okay, since we're done with the pool, I want to go ahead and talk about all things pool, and this whole video is basically going to be dedicated to that. Just going to give you guys the ins and outs and some of the do's and don'ts that I experienced with installing my first pool. I think the place we started, and it really worked out well for us, is like, where are you going to put the lawn chairs at? Because that's where you lounge, that's where you relax, that's basically the purpose of the pool, other than just swimming in the pool. So what that did, that sort of decided the position of the pool, which leads me to the next point, which is digging the hole. Time follower of this vlog, you'll know that we dug the hole like 9 weeks too early because we had problems with shipping and coronavirus and just a whole lot of other weird things that just came into play. But it really worked out okay because it just rained a few times and we were able to clean it up relatively easily by the time the pool kit got here. Was really easy because I have a lot of experience working on tractors and I have a lot of experience shooting grades and whatnot, but the one thing that they didn't really tell us, it wasn't clear in the directions, was how deep to actually dig the sidewalls in relation to how tall the metal walls were and then also the thickness of the concrete. The directions led me to believe that everything was indicated was the finished grade, so not really that big a deal, but the pool ended up being about 3.5 inches higher than we expected it to be, and really it was a blessing in disguise because it gave us more slope for runoff. Never built a pool, it's sort of intimidating, but at the same time, when you've been working with these type of materials and you're basically your entire life, it's not really that intimidating. But really the question that should be answered is what are the hardest parts of the pool? And I can tell you without a doubt, it's concrete. Everything from the concrete in the bottom to the concrete on the top. And in the bottom, we poured it out of a ready mix truck. It's basically a sand and Portland mix, and we did that because it was readily available. With it coming out of a ready mix truck, you do get in a situation where it's setting up and you're not going to be able to stop it, so you really got to work your butt off to get it done, and that's exactly what happened. Down in the hole, no wind, sun beaming down on you, and the concrete's getting really hard. The other option to that would have been used a poolcrete, which is a mixture of Portland and sand and vermiculite, which is I think just styrofoam basically. And what it does is create a lighter mix and it's a little softer. And to my knowledge, there's a few advantages to that. When you're actually using the pool, it's softer on your feet, as well as when you're working with it, it's just a lighter material to work with. And here's the other thing that I know would have been an advantage: able to actually slow down and mix it at your pace and not just pouring out of a ready mix truck. You got to get it all out and get it all laid before it sets up. That is actually really important. If you don't have a lot of guys that are experienced with concrete, just do the poolcrete. That way you can mix it a few bags at a time. You can lay it out at your own pace. Next, I want to talk about the liner. It was kind of intimidating for me because I've never worked with a liner before. I never really understood what it was all about and what you had to do to get it in. With me seeing it done a few times over the years, combined with some YouTube videos, it actually went really smooth. We had several guys, we pulled the liner out, made sure the bottom was really clean, and we started pushing. There's a little part on the top of the liner that's got a little hook, and you push it in the track that goes under the bull nose. And after you get it in, you get 2 vacuum cleaners, put one in the middle, one on the end, you know, just sort of spread out that suction. It doesn't take very long. It just sucks that liner to the walls, and that's pretty much it. You fill it up and sort of lay out the creases, and it's really pretty easy. Okay, the plumbing is the part I hear a lot of people have concerns with actually doing it themselves, and I understand why, because it does seem kind of complicated, but the truth is, it's really simple. So here's your pump. This side pulls the water from the pool, this side pushes the water to the pool, and before it goes there, it goes to the filter, to the heater if you have one, and then all this goes back to the pool. In our case, we have jets, waterfall, and deck jets. And this part is really cool, so if I want to turn on the waterfall, I just do this. And just to back up a little bit, I have a main drain and a skimmer. The main drain pulls water from the bottom of the pool, and the skimmer pulls water from the top. One part that I hired out was the electrical, because I'm absolutely clueless when it comes to electrical. And let's talk about the water fountain. The water fountain was actually really simple. Turns out all it is another 1.5 inch pipe that comes from the pump, and it just pushes out of a spout. If you wanted to build one big enough, you can make this thing 10 foot tall and build it out of natural stone or covered in tile or just whatever you wanted. Oh, I know what would be really cool is if you had like a baby that was peeing, or like a statue of me and I'm just squirting water out of my mouth or something. Or maybe had a squirt gun, or, you know. Pew, pew. This particular fountain is basically a big hunk of concrete. I mean, we left like an air gap on the inside just in case we ever had to access any plumbing. Now, you'd have to cut the back of it to access the plumbing, but it is a possibility if you had to. One major thing, if you plan to do it, is the bullnose edge. That was a son of a... You should really have some concrete experience before you try to tackle that. What I did was take a piece of foam that was used for the form and wrapped it in duct tape and used that to rub the edge. Now be careful, that's not a fix-all. It'll still get out of hand pretty quick. One other feature of the pool that's not actually even part of the pool is the outdoor shower, and we did this because I think chlorine makes your hair turn green, doesn't it? Plus, who don't want an outdoor shower? I don't think I'm ever going to take a shower inside ever again. Ever. Like never. The last thing that's not even really related to the pool but is a big part of the pool is the landscaping. So I'm just gonna like cue in a little montage real quick. Y'all enjoy this. Few very minor details about putting a pool in, and that's totally the high points. And I also want to say that anything pretty on this pool is dedicated to Leanne, because I just put it together. If it was me putting it together, it wouldn't be pretty at all. Episode of Play Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.